Yo, what's good? What's good? One second, guys. How's everybody doing? Audio good? You guys can hear me? Chilling. How are we doing? How are we doing? Let me pop out the chat to the side. Hey, there we go. People coming in here. Hope everybody's having a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you guys are at around the world. Looking at NQ here, I want to see these equal lows get ran. You guys can see we have some equal lows down here. I'll switch my bias if we get a violation of this 15-minute gap. So that's what we'll be using to start off the stream here for our bias and things like that. I'll be trading my Apex accounts. Audio is good. Perfect. Yeah, that's kind of the bias right now. I want to see these lows kind of get ran here. I know ES had ran these lows already. So we have, slight SMT at these lows. If we do get a move higher into this 15-minute, I'll initially look for a short. If we violate this 15-minute chart, or 15-minute fair value gap, I'll look for a move higher, obviously. But until then, we'll be short bias until those equal lows. So that's kind of what we're looking at right here. Also, the 5-minute gap right there. So currently already tapping into that 5-minute. Like I said, that's kind of the bias for the start of this stream. I want to see a little bit lower price action. Give me a second. So getting a move into that 15-minute, we'll see what the 15-minute gives us. Anyone trade Asia session today? We got some pretty good moves on the lower time frame today. Pretty much at the start, like I think up here was okay-ish, or like the open, was okay. But other than that, it's been kind of choppy. So hopefully we get a nice move during our London session. Obviously, New York session moved a lot, so. But yeah, initially, like I said, I do want to see lower into these areas of liquidity that I have marked out. Let's look at the 4-hour. Right. This is a 4-hour look right here. I do want to see lower. Yeah, I got some sleep today. I slept from around like 1 p.m. to around 4 or 5. I got up, got some food. Best city to be a trader? I don't know, dude. Like, people always, I'm in the West Coast, so the market for me, New York, opens at 6:30. People always say, oh, 6:30 opens so good because you have the rest of the day to do what you want. But man, being mentally ready by 6:30 a.m. is very difficult. And I've been trading since early 2021, and I'm still like, when I wake up, I gotta like really get adjusted. Yeah, waking up early does suck. Cause usually I'm done by the PM session anyways, right? Or the AM session, so it's like I really don't want to go back to sleep, and I'm already up. Yo, Des, that beard? Yes, sir. Just bank 2K on my exit phase. Nice, bro. What's good, EF? Oh, okay. Billionaire boy bet. I mean, it's cool, but then again, I don't really do much outside of market close, bro. Like, I go to the gym, I hang out with my girlfriend, and that's it. So, I mean, I guess it's good to have that time. In terms, like, I could do that East Coast anyways. Probably honestly just depends. Like yesterday or last 2 days, besides like the nap I took today for like 4 hours, 5 hours, I slept like maybe like 5 hours and 4 hours in the last like 2 days. That was bad. Yeah, Brian's actually my boyfriend. Oak. It's good, Pip. I would say on the average, like on average during the weekdays, especially when I have London, like I have London live. We're gonna probably close this around 1 a.m. my time. But then I'm not gonna go to sleep right after. I just can't. So like I physically can't go to sleep. Because adrenaline be running during trading, right? You kind of have to wind down. But then I don't want to wind down too much because we have New York open. So weekdays where I have London live, I'll probably sleep like 3 hours. If I sleep like after open, after close. I mean for New York. Yo, yeah, I'll go over the server later, but yeah, if you guys don't know, me and Brian merged Discords. I currently cover the London and AM session, and then Brian covers the Asia session and the PM session. So you got it covered around the clock for the Discord. What are you seeing right now? I'm looking for a move lower. We currently have a 5 minute gap, right? That's rejecting. I want to see these equal lows get tapped. Yo, Shaq, what's good, baby? Why do London, if you mess up your sleep schedule, and New York typically better? I feel like London has been pretty good this year, and also we want to grow. Like you got to sacrifice something. I'm gonna sacrifice the sleep because we also want to grow the brand too, right? But I really been enjoying London trading. I've been very successful with it, especially started this year um, because New York session was like kind of choppy around earlier. That's a good question, Kingdom. We got a lot of questions on that. Like, will business mess up you guys' friendship? And this is why it won't and it hasn't, because one, we already discussed everything that we need to discuss. Second of all, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but we have a lot of money, right? So if someone's taking less money 1 month and someone's taking less money the next month, it's not a big deal. Like, it's not gonna kill us, right? If you do business with people who are only in it for the money, that's when friends and business could get sloppy, right? But we really don't care about the money's aspect of it. We made that very clear. We make a lot trading. So in terms of Discord splits and things like that, we really don't care. So, and also me and Brian have been knowing each other for a very, very long time. And I think Lanto would eventually, he's going to hop on board too, right? It's just not going to affect it. Like if you guys, see behind the scenes on how much we actually communicate with each other and how much we actually talk to each other, and this has been over years, right? So it's not something that's happened out of random. We've been talking to each other for a long time now. Now again, if I'm not on the charts and I'm being lazy, I will copy trade Brian's alerts or Lantos because they're very good. But today, I only took one trade today in the morning, and then I took one scalp later in the PM session. We caught 120 points in the first 20 minutes of NQ, right, or in the New York session, so I was pretty much done. What do you think of Lanto trades? He's one, if not the best trader I've ever seen. He is too, because he's the most. I'll tell you this. He's the most consistent trader I've ever seen. It's insane. And I've been knowing me and Lanto started trading together at the same time. We started our journey at the same time, so it's good to see. Thank you. What's good? Thank you. I'm not in a position right now, but I do want to see lower price action into these lows here. Not really holding anything right now. What makes him so good? That's something you got to ask him. If we start chopping around, I'll review the trade that we took in the morning. That's usually what I do every London stream is we'll review the previous trades that we took and kind of break it down for the whole audience, in case you guys aren't in the Discord or whatever, and give you guys a breakdown of that. Um, 15-minute equal lows here on NQ. Down here. I want to see this get tapped into, and I want to see if this fair value gap here respects again. We didn't tap this 15-minute gap. Unfortunately, I wanted to see a 15-minute gap tap, but it's fine. Hi, Dhesi. I've seen your X post for Apex with micros. Do you not get worried about live trailing, or do you trail your stop? I don't get worried about live trailing because I'm only trading 3 to 5 minis or micros. So today it was around. I'll show you the trade for today. I wasn't really worried because, like I said, it was micros. I'm gonna answer your question about elite funded, right? So you asked. Let me get the chat back open. What are your thoughts on Blue Knox and Elite? Blue Knox or Bull Knox, I heard is good. Elite is trash. So trash. If on Elite, if you do any good, you're gonna end up like me, right? Me and Brian got banned really early. Like it's been over a year that we've been banned so far. Yeah. Do avoid Elite. If you guys remember last February, what really happened was I ran up $78,000 in profits in a month on ETF, and when it came time to pay out, I was banned. I got some money, but I was banned out of the firm. So no. Yeah, Andre, London session has a lot of people, but usually we have around 350 or we had like 320 last time. So as London session goes, we'll get more people tune in. Just chopping right now, so be careful. Do you enter in the 1 minute in the AIM session 2? Isn't AIM too volatile to enter? I will go over that right now. How do you know when the market is too volatile? How do you know when the market is volatile to trade and when not to? I'll go over that. Okay. Yeah, I want to see how this 15-minute gap reacts, pretty much. If we get above this 15-minute, I'll switch my bias to upside. But if we get a move lower, I'll look to take a short. So for those who trade Apex, right? Do you guys trade all 20 accounts at once, or do you guys break them up? So recently, what I've been doing is trading them in batches until I'm above the buffer on 5 of them. I'm gonna then start the next 5 because what I realize is when I trade 15 or 20 at a time, I usually end up blowing them. Any advice for someone who's finding consistency? If you're someone who's finding or struggling with consistency, you need to find a model that resonates with your trading style. And that's going to require a lot of back testing and things like that. So you got to put in the time to do that and find something that is very consistent, right? Trial and error is going to be your best friend, especially when it comes to back testing, live testing, and forward testing. You can use paper account, whatever. You need data. Once you have data on a system that is profitable over thousands of trades, that's going to bring you to have a very high confidence within that setup, right? That's also going to eliminate over trading because if you have a system in place that nets you a 2-to-1 R at a 60% clip, you are not going to take anything else because you're almost guaranteed to win. Not even almost guaranteed. You are guaranteed to win in the long term, right? So it's almost like having a guaranteed win in a span of, hundreds of trades. So it will also alleviate your, kind of, it will make you not want to overtrade because you're like, why would I take something random when I have a system in place that'll net me, green returns, positive returns over a long period of time. I never traded. I never traded with Tick Trader, but I heard they're whatever. Like they're kind of trash too. And what size buffer? I currently have 5 Apex PAs, and they are at 100 or 51.9. No, what were they at? 51.900. Yes, 51.900. I was trading a little bit of Asia, so I got $200 plus on them. So I'm $1,900 each profits on them with 5 accounts so far. With $2,200 trailing drawdown left. So yeah. Only had 5. Probably never paid my account. Yeah, well, it's good. I feel you. Giveaway in the Discord when we actually have a lot of accounts to give away. So stay tuned. We'll do a Discord exclusive giveaway here probably the end of this week. All right. Well, this is kind of chopping around. We'll wait for London open. Let's go over. You guys want to go over today's trade? I am not live with Top Step. No. No. What was that banging noise? I have no idea. All right. Wayne, I'm gonna go on a limb and say TPT no activation fee with 30% off is better than the last one because the resets are only $100. So it's worth it in my opinion. I would definitely look into getting it. TPT is one of the up and coming firms. Like I've always liked them, but now they're finally getting the recognition they deserve. Very good firm, daily payouts. Yep, I'm a fan. And make sure you guys are using code SMART if you guys are wanting to check that out. It supports us. Yeah, their offer is nice. I wish we would have took this high out here. If we would have done something like this, I actually would have looked for it. Like this, and then... But let's see. Let's look at the lower time frame and see if there's any other areas where you kind of want to look at. What's the 0.5 of this move? Yep, down here. We'll go over trade recap here in a bit. I just want to see how price reacts real quick. TPT does have trailing drawdown on the sim funded, yes. All right, let's go over recaps real quick, guys. Are you guys ready? Oh, don't mean to copy price. Okay. All right. So, going into our previous New York session, I was pretty neutral biased for the most part until I saw something, right? So, while we're kind of moving up from overnight, what I noticed was that ES and NQ created a bearish S&T, right? You guys can see this high here on ES got taken out, right? NQ did not. So, SMT made me bearish. Now, I don't look at SMT and take it right off the bat. I need to see some expansion, and then, out of that expansion, I'll play, whatever my setup is. We tapped into a higher time frame PD array, right? We swept the previous high here. ES is rejecting this. NQ is still, having that bearish SMT. So our higher time frame PD array has been tapped into. And what do we have here? We have a daily fair value gap. So we are in a higher time frame bearish PD array. I think a lot of people honestly missed this in the morning, or they completely disregarded this fair value gap. I don't know why they did that. especially when the market is so volatile and so bearish. I don't know why people, market went into this bearish daily fair value gap, and for some people, people thought it was going to be an inversion. I don't know, no idea, but I was bearish at this area, right? Now, what was I looking at after that, right? So we got our SMT at the highs, right? We have bearish SMT. We had our London lows still down here, right? This is our London low right here. So we had a higher time frame PD rate tap, bearish SMT, and a previous session low or high intact. In this case, a previous session low. I noticed this 5-minute gap here was holding, right? And I like inversions for my trading model. This fair value gap gets violated, and now we have expansion on the lower time frame, right? This massive 100-point move in about 1 minute. Now, you guys know I don't take, when we're kind of, when we're expanding like this, I don't want to enter 100 points lower than what I want it. So I like to wait for a pullback or a retracement, right? So what did I do? I waited for exactly that. I'm going on the 1 minute time frame, and I want to show you guys something. So, what did price do here? Not only did it tap back into this 1 minute gap here, but it tapped into the newly created 5-minute gap. Now I'm putting all the pieces together, right? I'm just going to keep saying it over and over again to get it in your guys' head. Bearish SMT at the top, finally getting some expansion on the 5-minute time frame. We tapped into a 5-minute fair value gap, and now my job here is to look for an inversion, right? To confirm my setup. And my IFEG was right here. So, short position, right? And I want to show you guys this as well. I want to show you guys when I did alert this. One second. So, right, this is the exact setup here. I said, I'm going to take this 1 minute IFEG to the downside. I will add if we get 55 or 60. I didn't enter full size here because we did expand quite a bit on this 1 minute, but I did enter more on 55 and 60. So that's exactly what we did. Stop above here. Targets were these lows down here and another low that was down here with these Asia lows at 837. So 837 all the way down here. And that was our trade, right? And then as you guys can see, we actually got our ads here perfectly at 55 to 60, and then we hit our take profit level. And obviously, this I'm breaking it down to the science, so make sure you guys understand completely everything what I'm doing. But that was the AM session trade there, and I was pretty much one and done after that. There was no reason for me to keep trading after that trade. It was around 120 points and like a 20-minute move, so I was done. Does that make sense? All right, we're just chopping around here for London. If it's lagging, refresh or put it on ×2 because everything's good off of my end. Like, I checked the stream health. Everything's good. Yeah, January that sale was definitely better, but this is better than their previous sale, I should say. So can't have it all. All right, we're getting close. We're getting close to our open here. Let's mark out our areas of liquidity again. Down here. Here. I am bearish until 466, guys. I believe it did too. No, not on this. Even then, the 1 minute isn't really presenting much. Ideally, we go like this, right? Ideally, something like this would be good. Make sure you guys drop a like on the channel or on the stream. If you guys are just tuning in, I did a full breakdown of the trade that we took for 120 points in our AM session for New York. Make sure you guys are going back in the stream and watching that for good education. Are we going to go for the low before the 15-minute gap? I think so. All right, there's 480. Let's see this 15-minute equal lows now. Yeah, what was that massive big? Did we have news or something? This is crazy. Like price was volatile, but there was no good setups. The volatility was there. Oh, terrace. Oh yeah, terrace are placed in 12. Yeah, you're right. What broker do you use to? I don't know what you mean by that. Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't have to be SMT, but it's just it adds to confluence. Nice stack. Nice. Yeah, the draw on liquidity I feel like was clear, but it wasn't anything crazy. Payouts total. January was like 50K. I posted it all on Twitter for proof. February was a little bit slower because I was gone for the whole month pretty much, all on vacation. But it was still over 5 figures in February. Yeah, and if you guys want to know like my more in-depth model explanation, you can go to Dhesi Trades, my personal YouTube channel, right? This is Brian's YouTube channel, we share it, but Dhesi trades. I just have educational content there. You guys can see the full inversion model. Oh, 2024 total. I mean, I haven't done my taxes yet, bro, but it was like four, four something, four something, or high threes, something like that. Oh, it's a camera. I see. I see. Don't worry, it was good, baby. Yeah, shout out to everyone who's on here or in the stream. And if you guys are just tuning in for the first time on this channel, Brian does free streams every New York PM session. NK, I started trading options in 2021. It took me 8 months to become profitable. Question: I'm selling evals, never got funded. I know that I'm profitable on paper. No, not 4 million, dude. Are we looking at longs at that? I mean, if we get that 15-minute inversion, but honestly, I think I still like downside, to be honest. I don't mind like a entry here if we get a balance into OB. But the RR is a little bit scuffed, right? Something like that. If we get to go back with like 490s. We don't have much liquidity resting here. We can use previous lows within these gaps, but I want to see this get slammed even lower, personally. What's good, Caterson? Yo, what's good, Matcha? I'm not sure why. Everything's good on my end. The stream status is good. I'm not sure. Yeah, equal lows on 15-minute chart. We're gonna target these. We're trying to get a good entry. Just waiting for entry. Just want to say your model got me my first payout and paid my tuition, bro. That means a lot to hear. Seriously, congratulations, by the way. That's impressive. That's all you. Like, I don't press the buttons for you guys. It's all you. I think Brian uses stat map. I personally haven't tried using it. No. My day was good, bro. We traded. I went to the vet. Take my dog to the vet. Got home, slept for a bit. Hung out with Jess a little bit, and then got some food and came home. All right, guys. Posture check. My posture's slacking here. Got a little posture check going. As stream, do you ever feel forced to trade? Finding setups not there type ish. That's a thing, but I look. You can ask anyone in the Discord. I will literally sit there for 10 hours straight if there's no trade. I literally don't care. I won't take a trade if it's not there. Because at the end of the day, I hate losing. And I don't want to. I'm like, obviously we provide a service, but I'm not here to please anyone in terms of how many trades we're taking. If I'm missing trades and the market's providing so many setups, I'm missing back to back to back. Okay, then it's an issue. But if there's nothing to trade, then no. And that's what I really appreciate about our community. They're very mature. They're very mature about this stuff. If I'm not alerting for a day or two, they're not gonna freak out. They understand. They're gonna understand that This is low probability. Kate, it is. Patience is key. On my Apex accounts, I'm trading micros. Trading micros. This is my Apex accounts right now. Look, I'll post it here. I don't want to leak that. Oh, nope. I'm leaking the account number. Hold up. Hold up. Let me not leak the account number. Are we finally getting the low? $466 is coming. It's just, this is not giving good setups. But this is my Apex accounts right now. That's it right here. So close to payout on these. This is from Asia Trades. Four micros. What's your prop account stack? Right now I have 3 XFAs. I have 5 Apex activated. I have 16 total ready to go. And then I have 2 funded futures family, which I'm kind of working on because I kind of made a lot in the first day, but there's a consistency rule. And I'm adding TBT. Nice, Andrea. Nice. I just don't see a good setup for me to take this short. Like, I think the draw was very clear, but there's no setup. What do you have? Yeah. I would have entered if we tapped into that 15-minute and then had it move lower, yeah. But, you know, we're tapping. That's the area of liquidity we were talking about before stream, or right when the stream started, and we're getting it here. But no setup. So I'll post it in the Discord that we hit our targets, but no setup towards it. Alright, let me go D&D on the Discord. I look for inversion. So if we got a 15-minute there with the 1-minute inversion, that would be an A setup because of a high probability of liquidity underneath it. How many models do you take? Do you have? I just use the inversion model. That's it. The copy trader I'd use is on built-in one. So Top Step X has one, and a Tradeovate's group trade. Let's say we get a possible short-term flip into these highs. That would be interesting. Guys, if you guys want more, model questions and things like that, I would look at my videos or join the Discord, and the education tab is free. We'll be here all night if I'm here explaining models. I mean, ayo, Macho, you could probably long this here. I might give this a go. Oops. This inversion here. And you could target like the 50% of this. Like right here. Honestly, if we don't run this high before, I'm going to take this long. I will take this long if we get... with the equal highs above. It's going to be obviously not that many points. We're not moving that much, but it'll be a good solid scalp. Let's look at this fair value gap entry. You can enter a position here as well and add the fair value gap if you need to. This is a higher risk since we're playing a counter trend, but I want to see 518 get tapped into here. I post this in the Discord as well. 518 is going to be our first look. Nice. Almost. Let's get 518 here. ES stacked another equal high up here. So if ES takes his high, we'll manage our positions, go break even at 500. It'll just be a short scalp. I want to see ES or NQ take out this high. No, if ES takes it first, we'll go break even. And then we'll go 518 trim. Alright, I'm going to go trim break even here on NQ. ES take out the high. You guys could take a trim here. It's not many points. We're very slow, right? But a little plus 12, plus 14, depending on entry here. We'll break even at 5. You gotta do what price gives you. I'll probably get break even here. Let's see. Let's see. Up 15, 7. Okay, there we go. Boom. Take your first trim here and then keep it break even stops. That's a nice scalp, guys. Good job. Very nice scalp. Type 1 in the chat if you took that. So I want to see how many people caught that trade. Clean and quick little reversal trade. Not that many points, but like I said, we're not moving that many points, so we got to work with what we can get. Yes, sir. Yeah, only half size as well. That puts me over 52K on each account, which is very nice. Only 600 away from, that's the break even stop and rest. So only 600 away from getting my buffer locked. So that's good. I know someone said we're gonna sweep the high and then come here for optimal entry. Let's see. Oh my god, look at that reaction time, guys. When will you take a payout in your 50K and how much will you take? I'll take, I think you get to get 54K anyway, so I'll take it as soon as I'm eligible to take it. My highest day is 1700 each, so I'm gonna need to make like 55K anyways. Cater cook. Anything, yeah, if you want to keep longing, you can, and then put your stop under this fair value gap here. I'm just like, for London, I like to trade, you know, scalps and stuff like that, so I was fine with that entry. You know, we got the sweep of those equal lows. That's why I was confident taking that long. We got an equal low sweep, and then, you know, we're still in that 15-minute fair value gap down here. And then why this fair value gap? Why did I take this one? Is because it was previously rejected multiple times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So multiple rejections here. So as soon as we violated it, we tapped right back into it, and we went into 518. That was a nice 18-point scalp. All right, solid trade, guys. Solid trade. Cade, how's your Apex accounts doing, by the way? If you guys don't know, Cade has Apex accounts. They're like 60 days in, so impressive on those. What do you have, like 300 viewers in here? I appreciate you guys for being on. I hope you guys were able to catch some green off that scalp. Nice, Cade. Nice. This is not the first time I use Apex, but it's to no secret, right? I post it all the time. Apex is actually my worst performing firm out of all the firms. Judas, I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. I saw the one step. I didn't see the two step. I saw the one step 50K. It was around $400. I thought it was a scam. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be completely honest. I was like, dude, there's no way. But I didn't see the two step, so that's interesting. I'll check it out after the stream. Dude, yeah. Cade, I'm just waiting for that to get him over by the buffer, dude. I don't trade London every day. I trade it 3 times a week on the channel here. But I do stay up in the Discord throughout the week for London to catch some trades. I'll go over this week's schedule with you guys here. While we're just chopping around, right? So we did a New York live today, and we're currently in our London session stream. So we'll have a London stream tomorrow. So make sure you guys turn on noties, right? Tomorrow we'll have a London stream at the same time. Wednesday will be just AM New York stream in the Discord, and then Thursday we'll run it back with a AM stream in the Discord and another London stream. And then we have NFP obviously. So that's the current schedule of this week. If you're on the East Coast, this is going to be what, Friday 2:30 Eastern for you guys. But if you're on the West Coast like me, PST, this is going to be 11:30 p.m. on Thursday night. And then same thing with tomorrow, or today technically. So in 24 hours, I will be live again on this channel for London. That's the current. So you get, that's what I'm saying. You guys get 6 lives from me, and then you get lives from Brian as well every day, 5 times a week for PM. Yeah, nerd. That's what I'm saying. So for it'll be tomorrow, depending on what time zone technically you're in. NFP, do you hear me? I'm from Coach Singh. I'm from Saint-Etienne, next to Jalandhar. Whoever said we're gonna sweep 518 and then go for that fair value gap and move higher, you win a McChicken. Very good call. Yeah, I think we'll tap into at least the 50% of this fair value gap here. I think it's a little bit higher than what I have marked out. Yeah. So 532 the 50%. I think we'll get that top. $12.10 inverse was money. Which one was that one? $12.10. Oh, that the one we took? Oh yeah, that was the one we took. That was very clean. Yeah, prices is trading between the dog. The dog. Where the trading schedule on Discord? I'll make a separate channel. But if you go in Dhesi Alerts channel, every Sunday I post the schedule. So to go to Sunday on the alerts tab, and it's there. On my alerts tab. Yeah, 310. It was 12:10 my time, yeah. Guys, I'm lazy to walk outside, so I'm gonna call my mom. Hold up. Mom? Job, Ronaldo? Okay, thank you. Hell yeah. You guys understand Punjabi? You guys already know what time it is. It's that time. Yeah, Desi's my last name. It's yeah. What's good, Raj? Long bias is definitely working out here. Desi. I'm not Muslim, but I know Muslims are going having Ramadan, so shout out. Nice, good job, Raj. But yeah, like I said, since we started stream, we haven't really moved much. But we managed a little scalp. The thing is with London, right? If you want to trade London, you guys need to be patient, right? Like there's some times where I just don't trade, right? And if there's like scalp opportunities, I'll take it. You gotta be very, picky with what you want to take, because obviously we don't move that much. Job means tea, yeah. Punjabi, yep. I slept for like a solid 4 or 5 hours today. I feel good. Chandigarh, nice. What's good, Mr. Nobody? Go ahead. What's your question? But yeah, we've been getting a lot of positive feedbacks on the London stream. So look, I'm currently we're doing them 3 times per week, but I'm kind of looking into shifting 5 times per week, every single day. That'd be good. If you want to know my trading strategy, type in Dhesi underscore trades or Dhesi trades on YouTube, and my inversion model is all there. If I explain it now, it will take the whole stream. So go ahead and post it there. But yeah, I was talking to Brian. I was like, you know what, we might do 5 times a week. And he's like, yo, if you can handle it, yeah. I think honestly, I enjoy doing this stream, so it's been fun. Lanto doesn't really post on YouTube too much. His Twitter has trade breakdowns, so you can look at his Twitter or his Discord. I have blown 400 account the top side last 2 months, making 10K, spending 2K. I would say get 150K or better, yeah. How long have you been using the inversion model? Almost 2 years. Around 2 years. It's just Lanto trades on Twitter. I think TPT is very good. I was talking about it earlier. They're finally getting the recognition they deserve. And yeah, not much else to it. They actually have a 30% off with no activation fee going on right now, so it's worth it. Keep in mind, guys, our overall bias. So, okay, if you guys ever need to, I'm going to say this right now. If you guys need direction help or Outlook help, I post free Outlooks in the Discord every Sunday, right? So, direction wise, if you guys need help and what the next week's going to look like, make sure you guys look at that. But this is pretty much what I talked about, where we might open up a little higher and then move lower, and that's kind of what we're getting. And if you guys watched that video, my final targets on ES are all the way down here. So we have these weekly equal lows stacked on ES, right? And I do think it's finally time for these to get ran through. So this is going to be our ultimate target. We're almost there, right? This is less than 70 points or so, which is pretty easy on ES, especially with this volatility, right? So this is going to be our final target that I'm going to be looking for during the sell. And from the top to bottom at this point, what would it be? It'll be around 6%, right? Pretty solid. I do think we can move a little bit lower, but this is going to be our main target. So keep in mind the overall bias is lower for ES and NQ as the week kind of progresses. It's just a lot of chop, expand, chop. That's kind of what's happening right here. We expanded our New York session, and now we're just going to chop, chop, chop all night, and then we'll probably get another expansion during our New York session. After sweeping the lows, do you not worry about longing into a 15-minute? No, because I took my first trim at the start of the 15-minute gap, right? So when price sweeps liquidity, the next thing it wants to do is rebalance. And in this case, we swept our 466 equal low, and now we're looking to rebalance into that 15-minute gap. So the start of the 15-minute gap is used as a take profit area, where you can take profit and go, move your stops to break even. And then this 532 is a 50% of it, which we're about to hit right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, very nice after that sweep. Just going kind of buying up here, getting some expansion now. Now we have stacked highs up here as well, right? Like these are smooth highs that we can look at. Ultimate target would be this, crazy wick high at 592. So long bias is definitely playing out here. If you guys took longs again, congrats. This would be a solid area to trim, and then these highs. We're about to get a 15-minute inversion, potentially, right? We still have a lot of time on this 15-minute time frame. But once you do, you guys can look at longs again into that high on ES and NQ. Nice, Dev. 570. I think you could get 592 on this. We're starting to go. How many of you guys took a trade this London session? Are you guys green, red, or break even? Or green or red if you took a trade, I should say. Oh, good, Matcha. I don't enter if the time is so. I wait for it. I wait for it to finish. I wait for the full candle to inverse, right? I'll wait for the 12 minutes to pass by. If we run the TP before that, it's fine. You have to wait. You cannot front run these inversions. Green and locked out. Green, a lot of green. Good job. And a lot of break evens. Okay. Not a lot of reds, which is good. Yeah, kid. I think we're just gonna tap back into the 4 hour and die again. Got this massive woman in it now. How old are you? I am 21 years old. 21. Can we also look for those highlights of the 5 minute? Yeah. So I would just wait for the 15-minute, and then once the 15-minute goes inversion, you could look at these highs up here. 5 minute and 15-minute kind of at the same area. I would take Kev. I'll look at the 15. I have 31. So we'll have to wait for the 15-minute here, right? I was already profitable before Ictconcepts, but I started learning them in August of 2022, and I started using them in 2023. Start of 2023. Yeah, wait for the full 15-minute candle close. Yep. You don't want to front run it. Pretty fun win. I was using EMAs as supply and demand. Not broken. Why did you fix? Because it was just a deeper level of understanding of the market and holding, being able to hold to full targets and things like that. It just, you always want to improve, and I just found, I was like, oh, let me see what this is about, because obviously it was getting very popular at that time. And I obviously looked at it, and it was something I was interested in. I thought IP should insanely popular. No, I don't think they get patched. It's very similar for me. It was click. It was more of like a understanding of liquidity sweeps and why those areas are holding, and why they're not holding, things like that. So that's what worked for me. Like a full violation of this 15-minute. Like, if we close here, that's a good inversion close, right? If we barely close it, then obviously not. If we're closing it right on the tick of it, no. But this is solid. This would be solid if the tick. London is so shit for Nasdaq. Good luck. Honestly, if you've been kind of looking at London for the year, it's been very good for our London session. We've had a lot of expansion days. London beating New York ass on the year. I agree. New York has been. New York price action was ass all the way up until last week. Like, for reference, like, it was bad until last week, and we finally started expanding, to the upside here, or to the downside, excuse me. But before that, it was very poor. Now it's just market opens, get two minis, just slam short, and you'll be up like 300 points in like 20 minutes. Thank you, kid. Is the market good for options? Yep. SPX is so good, and NDX. So this is where we're at right now with the Apex accounts for tonight, with Asia plus New York. After our last scalp. So 500 more, we're above the buffer, and then we'll start our next batch. I've always used a browser since I started. It's not any reason. I just preferred it. I don't know. I never used the actual app actually. Obviously, on my phone is different, but on the PC, bro, that's what I'm saying. K. The only way you can lose these is if you go higher than 10 micros. My plan is lock in. So once I hit 56.4, it pretty much locks in 2 payouts. I'll get 10K, 10K, but I kind of want to go and try to run them up a little bit too. Obviously, I'm gonna build a buffer. I don't think I'm gonna size up until I get like a 6K buffer, 7K buffer, and then we'll start really putting some decent size into it and try to do like 20K per account. Get like 100K out of those accounts. If I could get 100K out of these Apex accounts, that would be a success. I copy trade only 5 Apex accounts at a time because look, when I do 15 or 20, I'll be the first one to tell you I will blow the accounts if I do 15 and 20 at a time because I have. I don't know, so it's a different mentality for me. So I just try to do 4 or 5 at a time. Yeah. So, Ria. So what I would do is I'm gonna trade these until 52.6, and then I'm gonna activate 5 more, right? Because now once I'm above the buffer, it's okay. It's just a trailing drawdown is the hard part. Yeah, you gotta leave safety in. So my goal is gonna be 20K per on these accounts, and then eventually get to the 60 days where I can just pull out the entire thing. I think that'd be good. TPT is like top step, 2-day pass with 50% consistency rule, so you can pass in 2 days. Oh, 5 days. Yes. You need 5 trading days. I forgot. So you could get your profits in 2 days, but then you just micro in and out of a kind of a trade. Yeah, 5 days. 5 days. 5 days. You could micro in and out though, but it's 50% consistency rule. So technically, you could get your goal in 2 days, but then the rest of the days just get in and out. Kid, I agree. I agree. Apex is really good still, and they've been paying out quicker than ever. I do like this 15-minute gap. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on, so we probably won't be able to catch this trade together on stream. But I really do like this 15-minute gap. I do think we're gonna push into these highs on ES and NQ. So one of these are, obviously whichever one comes first, but these are gonna get hit. Pretty high probability targets. Like this 5-minute gap would be solid. Like this. Something like this. What I like to do is I like to wait for like a 5-minute FEG, and then if we get a 1-minute inversion, I'll take it to upside. So let's say we get a fair value gap created off of this candle here. I'll look at that for inversion. How much you risk per trade on a 50K, for example? Since I'm doing micros, I'm risking around like 40. I'm risking always $400 to $500 per trade on these accounts. A little bit less, like 300, 400. So whatever my stop loss is, I'll calculate it for it. Yeah. So guys, in this case, I don't look, like I said, I don't take 5-minute gaps straight up. So I'll look at this 15-minute or this 1 minute here, and I'll use this as an inversion back to the upside if we get it. And that would be my entry target, and that would be my entry model. Stop below the previous low, and then target the highs that I have marked up here. It'll protect you from getting, using fair value gaps to get ran through. It's a really good way to avoid losses as well. Is waiting for that inversion. What type of cons do you trade to get Apex PAs? Oh, evals, dude. I don't have any risk management with evals. No no risk management with evals. If you are not trading, what do you think you're doing in probably school? That's what I was doing, right? And then I dropped out. So probably being I'll be in my last year of school technically this year, so whatever career I would have chosen, I guess. So yeah, probably along something along those lines. It's a good question, Brian. I've added 1 minute breaker unicorn to the 515 minute IFG model. It works really well. Oh yeah, I bet. In this case, right now we're digging into that 15 minute again, right? For me, I would be avoiding a loss if this does get ran through, right? Because I'm using the 1 minute for confirmation. We're not getting any 1 minute confirmation, so for me that's no trade. Let me see the hourly. Oh yeah, these lows here, okay. This 4 hour has 2 hours on it, so we'll see how it is when we'll get another 4 hour open. How do you handle not revenge trading? Because I know my setup in the long term is going to work out overall, and I'm going to be profitable. So if I take a couple losses in it, it doesn't really matter because in the long term of over 1,000 trades, I'm going to be winning. So if I'm guaranteed to win over 1,000 trades, why am I going to be worrying about 1 or 2 trades? In the long grand scheme of things, that's not significant at all, right? 1 to 2 trades is not significant at all in the bigger picture. So it's always thinking, kind of long term with that. Apex, I just always traded 50Ks just to get, I don't know. That's just something I always done. I show you the easiest thing for me to sign out of my accounts or have a burner. Yeah. No, I don't mind being a drawdown. It's part of the game. I always talk about it in Discord. It's something that is inevitable. So, we're going to eventually be in drawdown. So you're going to have to deal with it. Even if it's for an extended period of time. Like 2022, I had like 3 months worth of drawdown. It is what it is. Really happy if it does, bro. Have the data to weather a storm. Spot on, kid. It's just slamming lower. And this is how I would, if I, just took the 5 minutes straight up, I would have taken a loss. So this is how I avoid taking losses with these 5 and 15 minute fair value gaps. I don't trade breakers, but you can look at this area and see how it reacts. Yeah. Yeah, Brian, for me, it's like, like I said, it's inevitable, right? So there's not much we can do about it. And that's one thing as a trader, you kind of have to realize for yourself, like, can you deal with it? Because it's something that's 100% guaranteed. So if you can't deal with that, then this is something that it might be, I always keep it a buck with people. If you can't handle a drawdown, maybe this isn't for you. Because it's inevitable. It's gonna happen 100% guaranteed. Death, taxes, and being a drawdown in trading. All right, guys. I don't think we'll take another trade for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. We will be back tomorrow at the same time. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Brian will be hosting New York PM streams 5 times a week, as he's been doing for the last like 8 months. So tune in for that if you guys want to see more trades and see a different trading model, right? He trades mostly breakers and unicorn setups. So it'll be kind of interesting to see, or good to see, different models being played out, and how people trade them. No AM stream today per the schedule. Let me check the schedule real quick before I hop out of here. I don't think so. No AM stream. We'll continue AM streams on Wednesday and Thursday. So no AM stream tomorrow. But we'll be in the chat, obviously, alerting and things like that. But I guess we'll be in chat. Yeah, of course, of course. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, appreciate you guys from all over the world, obviously, tuning in at all different times. I hope these streams have been helpful. This is something we're going to continue for the long run. So we will be here. All right. Have a great night, everybody. See you guys tomorrow.